Alright, so welcome back to Terraforming Mars. Alright, so we just have the blue cards left, or the effect/action cards, project cards, that are just the normal project cards for Terraforming Mars to go over. And then we still have all of those here, which are the strategic cards. So let's get started with these. So the first one is Immigrant City, and its cost is 13 money. And of course, once again, you have to be able to have at least your energy production currently at 1 in order to play it, at least, because you're going to have to decrease your energy production 1 step to play. And it's also going to decrease your mega credit production 2 steps as well. So, assuming you don't have -5, you'll most likely meet that requirement and be able to decrease it by 2. You'll also get to place a city tile, and that's what you're doing for the 13 money. That's what you're doing. But, as an effect, each time a city tile is placed, including this, increase your mega credit production 1 step. So you get to place a city tile with this card, right? What that means is, because this is the city tile placing first, you get to increase your mega credit production 1 step. So in reality, it may go down by 2, but immediately after you decrease it by 2, you'll place a city tile and it will go up by 1. And then the next time somebody plays a city tile, even if it's not you, you get to increase your mega credit production again. So then it'll be back up to where it was. And the next time after that, and the next time after that, so it will help towards the end. This is definitely useful to get. Immigrant City. Now we have Arctic Algae. This is an early game card. You better play it in the beginning of the game, otherwise you may not be able to, because of the temperature has to be very cold. It has to be 12 Cs or less. So so you'll pay the 12 money, and then you'll gain a plant. So that's what you get for playing the card. But then whenever anyone places an ocean tile, you'll get 2 plants. So it's a nice little effect you'll have whenever an ocean tile is placed. So if you play this in the beginning of the game and there's no ocean tiles out yet, you're going to get 2 plants for each ocean tile. And remember, there's 9 ocean tiles. So, 2 times 9 is, what, 18? So this is going to get you like 18 plants if you play it in the beginning of the game before any ocean tiles is played. So that's really definitely worth your time for 12 money. Only if you play it in the beginning of the game, of course. Or, as long as the temperature is obviously 12 or below. Then we have Steel Works. For 15 money, you get to play this card. Then as a separate action, assuming you have 4 energy cubes going to waste, you can spend 4 of them to gain 2 steel and also increase the oxygen 1 step. That's kind of interesting. Then we have Adaption Technology. Now this is very similar to the special design, but that was a one-time use card. This one is an effect you'll have for the rest of the game, just like with special design in the last video. And it's going to give you a victory point at the end of the game. So that's kind of cool. You'll have you'll get to mess with global requirements by 2 as an effect for the rest of the game if you play Adaption Technology. Alright, then we have Space Mirrors. For 3 money to play this card, and then as a separate action, you can spend 7 more mega credits to increase your energy production 1 step. That could be very useful. That is definitely cheaper than doing it the other way with the standard project. Playing a project card like this is a cheap way of increasing your energy production. Then we have Rover Construction. This one only costs 8 money. Ooh, and it's going to give you a victory point too. Don't forget, it has the building tag on it. Right, so as an effect, when any city tile is placed, you'll get 2 mega credits. So whenever a city tile is placed, you'll get 2 mega credits, which is pretty nice. Right, then we have Underground Detonations, Aquifer Pumping, Optimal Aero Braking, Martian Rails, Equatorial Magnetizer, Water Import from Europa, Research Outpost, Ironworks, Ore Processor, Water Splitting Plant, and Shuttles. And that is it for all of the regular project cards. But since we still have some time in this video, we'll get started on the more strategic cards. And since we're on blue, we might as well continue with blue, with the strategic cards. Alright, so the first one is definitely one of my favorites. The cost is 4 money, and it's got an Earth tag on it. And a lot of the strategic cards have Earth tags. A lot of them have to do with Earth tags. So, you know, if you want to go the Earth tag route, you're definitely going to want to play with the more strategic cards. So for 4 money, you'll get to decrease your mega credit production 1 step. Why would you do that? Why would you spend more 4 money just to decrease your energy production, your mega credit production 1 step? Well, that's because of this particular action here. You'll get to do this action once per generation, just like all the other blue actions. But this one's kind of interesting because you'll get to look at the top card and either buy it or discard it. So you'll get to look at a card, and if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. You can just discard it. But if you like it, you'll spend money, obviously, on it. But which is pretty nice. That business network is definitely fun to play with. Then we have the Media Group. Alright, well this costs 6 money to play. Then as an effect, after you play an event card, you gain 3 mega credits back. So that's pretty nice. Another one of those Earth tags involved. So whenever you play an event card, that's all of the red cards. Every red card is an event card. You'll get 3 mega credits back after you play the card. So that's really awesome. So assuming you play more than 2 event cards after this, you'll make your money back and then some, for sure. So that's really useful. Right, for 1 money, for Earth Office, this only costs 1 money, and it's got an Earth tag involved. For 1 money, as an effect, when you play an Earth tag, you pay 3 mega credits less for it. That is a bargain deal. If you're going the Earth route and you want to play a lot of Earth tags, cards with Earth tags, the Earth Office is something you're definitely going to want if you can get it or, find it. Then we have the Inventors Guild. It's very similar to Business Network over here because you do the same thing, except it is 9 money instead, and it's a science tag instead of an Earth tag, but you don't decrease your energy production 1 step either. But you get the same exact action as this one here. Both of these are really awesome. So if you're going the science route, if you somehow get both of these at the same time, and you're going the science route and you need science tags, go for this one. If you're going for the Earth tags, go for this one instead. So if you're going for both, then maybe it's worth going for both. But remember, you can do, and that would be kind of cool, having both of these, at the same time and be able to do this twice per generation because you have both this one and this one. So that's really, really cool. Alright. Space Elevator. This is an interesting one. For 27 money, you'll get to increase your titanium production 1 step, and it's also going to give you 2 victory points at the end of the game. But this is where it's really interesting. As an action, you can spend 1 steel to gain 5 mega credits. So if it seems like you're not playing a lot of cards that require building tags, and you do have, your steel production up a couple of steps, and you're not using your steel for much of anything, as an action, once per generation, you can spend 1 of those steel to gain 5 mega credits instead. And that's a good deal because steel is only worth 2 mega credits anyways, so you're getting 3 mega credits for free, which is pretty nice. Then we have the Earth Catapult for 23 money. When you play a card, you'll pay 2 mega credits less for it. So that's really awesome. So think about it. If you play a card that has an Earth tag and you have that particular card that lets you pay 3 mega credits less for an Earth tag card, and you also have this one, that's going to decrease your card pay by 5. That's awesome. So if you somehow end up getting both of those, that's a really cool benefit for sure. For just obviously the Earth tags, but that's still pretty cool. Right, then we have Olympus Conference, Power Infrastructure, Anti-Gravity Technology, Standard Technology, Caretaker Contract, AI Central, Development Center, Space Station, Mars University, Quantum Extractor, Electro Catapult, Mass Converter, and Physics Complex. And that takes care of all of the blue cards, all of them. There's no more action effect cards left. We've gone over all of them, including the strategic ones. So that's pretty awesome. So maybe we'll be able to get through the rest of them in the next video. Hopefully, that would be nice. If not, we can do the corporations with, you know, whatever's left over that I wasn't able to go through, obviously. Alright, see you guys in the next video.